welcome to day 5 in counting the omer. Today we are in the Sephirot Hod within Chesed. When God shines its light on the diamond hood, the light and the colors and the aspects shining from the hood is all about glory and splendor. It's also reflects into our ability to trust and to fully surrender to God and to life and how life is unfolding for us. If we have this idea that life is against us, that we continuously experience life as like something against us, that people are acting in any way stupid or harmful and we are like the victim of that, we kind of become the victim of our own reality and we lose our power. But when we learn to fully turn that around and to trust in life and in all situations that life is bringing us, that this is really the play of life and how it was supposed to be. And every opportunity is an opportunity to grow. Every situation is there for you to expand. It doesn't mean that we're supposed to just allow everything to happen to us or, we are co-creators in this life. But we need also at the same time learn not to try to control life, because we can't control everything that happens. Learning to really listen to our instincts, knowing when to eat a rotten fruit and not, where is it good for me to go and where is it just reacting to old patterns and conditionings. This is like sharpening this diamond. If we were fully one with soul and essence, we would totally surrender to the play of life, Lila. Every situation coming our way, we would look at it like from completely neutral perspective. The thing is that we are born into a world that's already so separated. And again, from a very young age, we experience trauma, and so many parents, when they have children these days, they don't know how to fully meet their needs and to be there, because we have constructed this society and created a way to live where we separate from our children already at age 1 or maybe even 6 months. They go to kindergarten or someone else is taking care of them. Today I had a download about how the soul uses its time to fully integrate into the human form And it takes about 7 years for the soul to fully come into union with the body, with the mind. And when the conditions around the child are harmful in any ways, or the child have experiences of trauma or quite challenging environment, they are not understood and they are not loved and protected as they were meant to be, the soul will not fully integrate itself into every cell, into every aspect of who you are. And so the split between the personality, the mind, the emotions, the heart, and the soul appears. Yoga means union. And I believe that if a child were born into a more secure community and we were living in more protected and healthy environments, this unification would happen in a much more full way. And it would be easier for that child in later life to grow up with this feeling of wholeness. But when this split happens, the child develops this feeling of lack, that something is missing, something is wrong. And that feeling, that perception is actually right. The child knows that something is wrong, something is missing, and what's missing is the soul. The problem is that we are also sensitive to this split in others. And when the child experiences this split, it turns that towards itself, that I have done something wrong. Something is wrong, something is missing, my soul is missing, and I did something wrong. It's because of me that this happened. Something is wrong because of me. But it wasn't because of the child. It was because of the environment and the lack of protection. And also perhaps the soul carries some deep wounding or things it needs to face in this life. So it has something with it already from before it was born into this life. When we walk around with this split inside of us, this feeling that something is not right, something is not as it's supposed to be, I'm missing something, I'm missing someone, it's so easy that we project that out into the world and we believe that what we are missing is another person. And when someone acts towards us in a harmful way because they are lacking their soul, they don't know how to act from love. So they act from their own lack. If you have this pattern like I have, you will then turn that towards yourself and believe you have done something wrong. It's because of me that this person is acting in a harmful way. I have done something wrong, something is wrong, it's my fault. but it's no one's fault. And this was Yeshua, or Jesus, I think probably one of his main teachings, that no one has done anything wrong. And we need to learn how to forgive ourselves and others. And we need to learn how to trust that we are this river, we are Chesed. And that river, the soul, is pure love. It's unconditional love. It's joy and happiness and contentment and wholeness and fullness. It's light spreading out in all directions. It's orgasmic and full of pleasure and excitement. That is who you are. And when you don't feel that, when you feel the lack of it, it's because it's actually missing. You don't feel it, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It just means that it hasn't been fully integrated and it hasn't been fully unified with your mind and your heart and your body and your feelings. So then life kind of happens. The play of life will always be there. There will always be this endless challenges, and it's just to observe Mother Earth and how the seasons are continuously changing and playing out. One part of the year, the summer is there and the sun is stronger and there's more heat and fire. And suddenly the season change and there's more water or more earth. The energy goes down into earth. The autumn comes and then it freezes in the winter. We go into water and air. So this is continuously changing during the year, and so are you. And we are affected by the universe, the stars and the planets. And life is happening for you. So you can grow. All these challenges that we are facing is an opportunity to expand your consciousness and to integrate your soul. Because you wouldn't be so triggered if your soul was there and looking at it from a soul's perspective, looking at it with love, embracing it with love, embracing everyone with love. That's the soul. Because it is love. God is love. Unconditional love. But since we are born with this separateness, we are born with this split within us, there is a distance between our mind and feelings and body and our soul. We need to create a bridge between those aspects, or that gap between our soul and our human experience. And this hood is all about that. I wonder how we would experience life on earth if we were fully unified with that river in Chesed, if we were just one with that at all times. We would just be that river flowing, playing, experiencing everything that like it was going on a stage almost. I had many dreams about this, me being in life like I'm playing on a stage, like a theater. And the more we can surrender to that play of life and trust that everything that's happening to us or around us or in our environment is there because the soul somehow attracted that situation so it could integrate into it. So you, with your human mind, could have that experience from a state of being in one with your soul. And when we are not in one, we feel separated. We feel that something is wrong, either with ourselves or that other person. It doesn't feel good. We want to change it. We want to control it, and we try to fix it so it doesn't happen again because it's so painful. It's interesting how we can use so much energy on trying to fix a problem, trying to figure out how we can avoid feeling like this again, instead of using all that energy to come home, to come into union with that river, Chesed. There is this greater will behind everything. Everything happens for a reason. And there's a glory in that. Can you see the splendor in everything that's going on? And the splendor within yourself, how beautiful you are. This river, this rainbow-colored river that's continuously running through you like a waterfall is just beyond beauty. And this is God. The splendor of God, the glory of God. And it's in everything. Also those things that you as a human experience as painful or wrong or harmful or whatever. I'm not saying that we should just surrender and allow people to treat us in a harmful way. This is not what I'm saying. I'm not naive. Some people can actually harm you or me. And we need to learn how to protect ourselves against it, and also how to protect our children against it. And we have created a society that makes this really, really hard. How can we see the beauty of who we are and feel worthy in a society that puts all the value into money? And growth in economy. When we meet someone, the person immediately asks, what are you doing? What's your profession? What are you creating in this world? Do you make enough money? Especially here in Norway, this is really, we say hello and we start to talk maybe 2-3 sentences, and then the question comes, what are you doing? Sometimes I'm so tempted to reply, I'm not doing anything. I just am. I'm a being. I'm a being. And I'm valuable just because I am. Can you not see my glory? Can you not see the beauty of who I am just because I am? This is really about the masculine and the feminine, which is so out of balance with each other. For thousands of years, we have been putting all the value into the masculine doing energy, which was the energy we were in yesterday, the Netzach. And this drive to do something and create something, if it's in alignment with soul and God and the pure creativity, it's so beautiful. I'm not talking about it. This is not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the shadow side of it. And Hod and Netzach, the drive on one side, on the masculine side, we have this mission, we have this drive, and we want to go in a direction. We want to share our light with the world. But on the other side, you have the feminine, you have the sisterhood, which just wants to be and shine without doing anything. It just wants to surrender and to trust life as it is. The pure existence as it is. And the value in that. It has nothing to prove. It just wants to be and shine its light. Like a diamond. And have you ever had this experience of, you really want something, you have this goal and you just, you go for it and you strive for it and you feel like you're building up your endurance, and there is this feeling of being on a horse and you have the direction and you're going for it, you're full of power. And then you have this obstacle, bang, you don't get what you want. And it didn't happen the way you thought it would be. And maybe you get sick, or maybe you wanted to create like a workshop or whatever, and people are not coming. And then, bang, life just stops you. And then you surrender. And what a release it is to surrender it all to God and to trust that everything happens according to the bigger plan. Whee, it's such a nice feeling. And sometimes everything is going, according to the plan, and that feels wonderful too. But learning to balance these two aspects, learning how to allow the flow, the river of who you are, that beautiful, beautiful stream of life and rainbow colors to stream through you, within you, and shine its light. Allow it to go into a direction, the netzach, and then allow yourself to surrender and just be when that is required. It's an endless dance, allowing those two energies to fully play with each other and dance with each other instead of working against each other. Okay, I think I will conclude this day with wishing you a beautiful day, with surrendering to life as it is. Just sit for 5 minutes after you listen to this and observe life as it is. Observe your emotions as they are. Observe the mind as it is and allow it to be just like that. Just allow life to happen. You don't need to control it. And allow that river of love, unconditional, endless love flowing from God into your soul like a fountain. Allow it to integrate into every cell of your body. And let go. Just let go. Allow the river to take you. Float with it. Go with it. And when you hit something like a rock or whatever that feels painful, go inside. Allow the soul to heal it. That wound is there because the soul was lacking. Go back into those painful parts of your body and heart and mind and allow the soul to heal it. That's why you hit the same rock all over again and again and again, because there's a split between you and the soul. Yes. May you have a beautiful day of Hod within Chesed. Amen.